Siis este, posso kannattaa? Ohi, ikkus hyvää. Listo. Esto bolina, este cala. Amazing.
Solo hay una mala.
Se alquila por tocaya, 3 euros. Se alquila por tocaya, 3 euros. Prosfora, que por tocaya, se alquila 3 euros. Vai, kilo, que por tocaya, que se alquila por tocaya, 3 euros. Ahora bien, ya.
Potatoes, beetroots that look really good, broccoli, and some velour sweatpants for yoga. The recipe has to be done so that I can start to design the new packaging, because the new packaging has to have the ingredients list, it has to have the nutrition information, it has to have all the things that follow from the recipe. So I've been working on that for about 10 days now. I had a breakthrough yesterday. Hey Siri, set timer 10 minutes. After many days of trying out different things, I think I've come up with the perfect transition recipe. And the final test, I've got the taste, I've got the texture, I've got the ingredients that I want in there. The final test will be, how does it hold up in liquid? Because as far as I'm concerned, you gotta dip your cookies. Oh yeah, perfect. It keeps the crunchy outside, keeps it all intact, and then gets nice and soft and moist inside, which it is anyway. I think I've got something here. I think this is better than the original. A hurricane out here. It's really windy. And I guess it's going to be like this for about a week more. I hope it snows. It looks like it's going to. It smells like snow outside. Just came in from the dog walk. Smells like snow. This sunroom is a dream in the winter. It's so nice. Look at that. It's about 6 degrees outside, but my weather app says it feels like -4 because of the northern wind chill factor. But in here it is so toasty and so sunny. Oh, yes, it's another climate altogether, isn't it, darling? It has been crazy windy for about a week here, and it has taken a toll in the garden. The thing that I have to block my garden from the neighbor has fallen down, the screen. The bench has been flipped over. To get out there today and straighten things out a bit. I'm excited. I just got a notification that my new robot will arrive in about 10 minutes. Boy, grease has changed. You freezing? I ordered this yesterday. It arrived today. This is insane. The robot is currently mapping the house. This is so cool. Very R2-D2 vibe. Good morning. I'm up super early working on this compilation video that I've been working on all week. I can't believe how many hours it's taken. But I'm also up super early because today the electrician is going to show up and get my water heater hooked up so that I'm not relying only on warm and sunny days to get my hair washed. So that's exciting, but for him to do his job, I need to empty the garage. And that's something that I have been avoiding for a while. So as soon as the sun comes up, I'm gonna get out there and get that done. In the meantime, I'm gonna put some more work on this. I'm feeling really good. I've been doing yoga 3 times a week for a few weeks now. I have, for the first time in my life, been absolutely 100% gluten-free. I didn't know it was necessary for me to be so. And now that I know that that is the nature of my illness, I've taken it upon myself to remove all the gluten from my house. The other news is that the Greek government did approve for me to have the biologic pharmaceuticals paid for. So that's, I think, 2,000 euros each shot. And they do want me to go on those for about a year. I've asked my dermatologist to give me a month and let me see what I can do with this holistic approach. And if we don't see significant change, then I will go on the biologics. I'll keep you posted on that. But the good news is I have seen some improvement. What's the deal? I heard you get in a fight earlier today. She generally runs away from confrontation. The electricians are here. You want to know everything, eh? So getting the water heater hooked up is a little bit more complicated than I realized, but they will be able to do it today. They just won't be able to do anything else. Vale. 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 Oh, Ruby just had her first haircut. Check it out. There's almost as much on the ground as there is left on her.
Start charging. About to start to empty the dustbin.
Ruby? Dicky? Everybody okay? So much fun, so mindless. You just stab, 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 stab. And the more you stab, the harder and denser it gets because it's barbed, the needle's barbed. So every time you're pulling it in and out, you're mixing the wool and it turns into a solid. It's so much fun. It's like sculpting. I found them both back here hiding from Karen, the robot vacuum. Cool. Send it downstairs now. Hold on a second. Wow, look at this day. Jeez. Doesn't really show up on the camera. Nice crisp horizon. Beautiful clear day. Poofy clouds. Oh, I'm so glad I'm going across today. So there's Tia in the distance, and I'm gonna get on a ferry in about an hour, and I'll be right there on the back side of that hill.
Hard to do so anyway. Press your life jacket downward firmly with both hands. After you get rid of your shoes, push them long first.
I just got here, and I knew the place was really dirty, so we're going to spend the evening really cleaning it well. Not very exciting stuff. At the moment it's a bit chaotic, but not very, because there's not much stuff in here, so it's easy to clean. I brought bean soup that I made yesterday, feta, gluten-free bread. So I'm gonna get to it. Meanwhile, here's what Ruby's doing. I brought a bone so she'd keep busy while I was doing this. The other room isn't much better. All that corner's coming back with me. It's not mine. Anyway, lots of shifting to do in these 30 hours that I'll be on the island, so I really better get to it. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it was cold last night, and Ruby actually probably had a touch of hypothermia before I realized it. I had no idea how cold she could get, how quickly. So she's all wrapped up in the blanket since I realized that she was getting cold. I'm just getting the house a little bit warmed up, having a coffee, and then I have to run down to the farm where my machinery currently is, and then go up to the farm where my machinery is going to, and just have a check, see what's going on, take some inventory, seal some packages, see my accountant, see the courier, go to the bank. Oh my gosh, I have a crazy full day. And then at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna have a haircut, Yeah, I lost so much hair with chemotherapy that this long straggly hair is really annoying me and making me feel unhealthy. So I'm going to get a nice clean bob. You can hear the dehydrator humming along in the kitchen because that's the dampest room in the house. This room is fine now that I've had a fire. Ruby's super comfy on the bed. I'm just making some fava before I go to work. Everything is so damp when I came in last night that it's starting to dry out with the fire. Well, get them dried out and then just it'll happen again, I guess. Nothing smells, so. In the summer, the sun rises here. And I see it's all the way over here now, which shifted. This dying almond tree has put up 5 or 6 blossoms. I'm actually gonna cut these trees down for firewood this year because they are dead, as you can see. And this old girl has lost many of her leaves. They don't lose all of them. She looks nice and healthy. Ruby hasn't come out yet. She got so cold last night out here while she was waiting for me to clean, and I hadn't realized. And now she's just absolutely committed to the idea of being on the bed in the warm comforter. It's really good for me to be here at this time of year. Every month I'm going to be here to see exactly what's happening with the sunshine. It's a very damp valley, and trying to dry acorns is going to be a real challenge here, so I need to work with nature. And obviously under the tree is unacceptable because it's so chilly and damp. I think back here is where some of the drying is going to occur. You came out? What a beautiful day, huh? You didn't expect that, did you, after last night? Ella. Should we go see if Lefke's around? Huh? Where's the donkey? Where's our donkey? Let's go see. Is she around? I don't see her. We'll leave these out and see what happens. Honestly, I don't even know if she's still alive. I see some goats here. Let's give them. I love the smell of goats. People always tease me for that. I like goat cheese. But you like goats. I don't see a donkey though. I'm definitely going to come back in about 10 days, do a round of cookies. Next time, I'll come back to a clean house with a little supply of wood already in place. It'll be a little bit easier than this one was, but it wasn't difficult. You just have to resign yourself to the fact that you're going to be a little bit cold in the beginning. Okay, let's go find the acorns. Let's see what's going on in the storage this morning when there's light. Oh, I'm gonna get so wet. Look how many acorns are still on the ground here because we just weren't able to pick them all up. It's just littered under this tree. Here's the threshing circle. I left tarps out this winter, which is my bad. Next time I come, I'll have more time to spread them out, dry them, fold them up and put them in storage here. Trees look so different in the winter. Beautiful. Just beautiful. That's Andros Island in the distance. And just behind this hill is Tinos and Mykonos. Okay, so I peeked my head in yesterday in the storage room just to smell and see if there was mildew, active mildew that I could smell. I did not smell anything, and I see that somebody blocked the door. So I've got some time this morning that I didn't expect. I'm going to go down and further explore. Are you getting too cold? A little bit worried after what happened last night. Let me see you. Let me see you. She basically froze, and then, oh, yeah, you are pretty cold. What do you think? You cold? No, you're still okay. All right, I won't take long. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. He's so good. Sit in the sun. We have one pair of shoes until tomorrow morning, so I really don't want them to get too wet. Yeah, this is, I don't know who did this, but probably the animals were trying to get in here. Oh man, that's perfect. See how that's drying without mold? Ah, that is a dream. And the fact that it's separated that much from the skin already, from the shell, sorry, means we're really okay. The moisture content is low enough, even in this crazy, crazy damp atmosphere. Wow, okay. This is the first time I've used this storage method and this place and this area, and I've been a bit nervous about whether the acorn is going to be viable after being on its own for a couple months in this place. But from what I'm seeing, it looks good. The most telling way for me to know if it's drying out is by listening to it, because when it's super dry, it rattles. That comes with experience, but it's a thing. So. That's the sound we're looking for. A lot of dust. And the other thing that is a good sign is when they start to get wrinkly, because that means they're drying and the nut meat has pulled away from the shell. So yeah, it looks good. If I got through these rains that we've had these last 6 weeks, I think I'm in pretty good shape. Toof, toof, toof. I don't want to jinx it. So I'll do what the Greeks do. Scorlo, scorlo, scorlo. Garlic, garlic, garlic. These closer to the wall are not quite as dry. And I see why, because obviously there's more natural light down the center from the window. Interesting. Which means these could be shifted to the center maybe. I think they'll be fine. The ones I worry about are, oh, they're okay. Let's try this one. I need 2 hands. It has not dried out as beautifully. But it's still fine. In the back of my mind, now that I see that they're okay, I realize how stressed residually I have been about this. This is it. This is This is my entire company is based on this. Okay, good news, really good news. Well, that's a relief. So at least I don't have to worry about this. It seems like I'm safe. I just, this year that I haven't got the door and the window in yet, that's what the problem was. But on the other hand, it was probably a blessing because they definitely need air circulation to dry out. Breakfast fava with capers and caper salt from friends here on Kea. Delicious. It's so good. Fiber and protein. First thing in the morning. After that fava, I feel like I can move a mountain. Seriously, such high energy food. Poor guy. He came running across the wall when I started vacuuming. He's just a little dude. Okay, dude. Don't freak. Coming in. Oh, you're so cute. Let me see if I can get him to move. They're so cute. Ruby has chosen her winter perch. She can see the house, she can see if I go anywhere, and she's in the sun. I don't know if she's ever been on the beach before. She hasn't been with me. She doesn't seem very interested in the water today. I'm so glad I came. Got a bunch of stuff done. Saw a bunch of people. There's absolutely nobody here except us locals. And this is the first time ever that I haven't stayed straight through the holidays, January, February. But it's really nice to be here. It's beautiful. Wow. But I think this is the last full moon of the winter. 150 kilos. The two gentlemen in Katamaya gathered and stored very carefully. Gathered carefully and stored carefully. And it is excellent acorn. This is exactly the opportunity that I'm giving farmers. It's 5:30. I had 30 hours on the island and I got so much done, including a new haircut. And I'm just gonna go catch the boat. Ruby's in the car waiting. I'm in an extraordinary mood. I had a really nice interaction with a very important farmer here on the island. Important, I say, because he's one of the last. So the house is nice and clean, and it's packed up in a way this time that hopefully it'll be a little bit drier when I come back. Well, maybe not, but anyway, it's nice and clean. So the plan is to return in about 10 to 15 days. I need to make a few batches of cookies, running way low. And I'd like to plant some flowers for the spring. Hey kid, how you doing, sweetie? You ready? You ready to go find Dickie? Let's go find Dickie. It's a full moon, amazing, setting in the west. I just put the car on the ferry. It's always such a hustle and bustle here in the morning because of the ferry. Πάμε να βρούμε κάπου ήσυχο.
Και την ασφάλειά σας σε περίπτωση εκτάκτου ανάγκη. Στην περίπτωση αυτή. In such an event, all passengers must wear their life preserve jackets.
Storm is moving in, but right now it's super calm, which is nice. No waves. Looks like in a few hours it's going to be crazy out here. My goal is by the end of February to have many of the items that I'm preparing now with my felted acorns, acorn garlands, labades, Easter candles, and other decorative items for sale on my website and on my funding page. The proceeds from the sale of these things that I've been making all winter will help me to further develop the new acorn farm. Like this batch for Easter candles, labades. And along with those, I've made some nice donkeys for labades. And here we have the greens and the blues and purples. I'll be doing garlands with these. The electrician can't do the final phase of work on my house until I get to that garage. So it's just ridiculous. I'm going for it. It's also just such a day. I want to be outside. I don't want to be inside. So first things first, I need to hook up the garage door with an extension cord. That's part of the reason I need to do this job, because the electrician is going to get that garage roller hooked up finally, and I'll just be able to press a button and I won't have to go through this every time. space, it looks like. This is only about half of it so far. I need to go inside for a second because I've had a footwear malfunction. Okay, new footwear. Are you starting to get the idea why I've been procrastinating on this job? All of this has to go down the road to the rubbish dump. And I don't know if I'm going to get the car involved or if I'm going to she-man it. We'll see. It's by no means perfect, but now the hard part starts, which is getting that pile down to the dump. Let's go. It might not look that different, but it was 6 trips to the dump. And you can actually walk through and get to the garden easily, and the wheelbarrow is here, which it couldn't fit before. So it's actually a lot better than it looks. Ruby, come. Good girl. I'm not the only one that thought it would be nice to come down to the sea today. It's the first week of February. It's just a beautiful day. I was hoping to sit on the beach, but there are a couple other dogs there, and they're all on leashes, and I don't feel like just sitting there with my dog on a leash. So we're gonna go for a walk, and maybe people go to lunch later. You are so good. You are so good. There's nothing like the scent of pine and the sound of the sea. That's Greece. Even more people came, and more dogs. Bummer. I miss the deserted beaches of Kea at this time of year.